Now we get into how to defeat some of the most common defenses. Probably the most common defense, depending on skill level, is people turn their face to the outside and roll over their inside shoulder. Everybody wants to roll when they first get caught in the omoplata, and this is not a wrong impulse. If he can't bring his shoulder back to his body to protect it, he can roll to bring his body back to his shoulder to avoid it being hyper-rotated. Now this isn't wrong, and one of the reasons that I think a lot of people think of the omoplata just as a sweep instead of a submission system is this is pretty effective for people, and so people get out of the web. For the rest of the instructional, we're going to learn about how to keep him trapped in the omoplata web, so we re-plata and just bring him back there. But it's also really important to learn how to give up and how to get off the sinking ship and how to admit, okay, our partner has done an escape, and now we're going to take that escape and flow to a powerful position. For me, the trigger is, if he's able to roll and extract his elbow, then that's when I have to come up and take side control. Another reason that I might do this technique is if I'm down on points in a jiu-jitsu tournament and I really need to go from the bottom to the top and just come up and take side control. I might choose to give up the elbow and take the points and control side control. Whether it's a decision that you make strategically or whether it's something that they force you to do, it's important to learn how to come up in transition and control side control. The only reason you should feel forced to do this is if his elbow leaves, if his elbow comes out from between your legs. So we're going to talk about that now. Let's actually let me just get you in the omoplata, right? So right now I have control of Eric's elbow. His elbow hasn't escaped my hip line or my knee line. So I would be able to control the roll if he were able to roll. But when he rolls, if the elbow comes out, now I can't control it anymore. So I'm just going to come up, put my hand near his hip, and my arm comes to his far side. I want my sternum basically in line with his sternum and my body at 45 degrees away from him. So now if Eric tries to bridge, I'm able to stay with him. If Eric tries to shrimp, I just follow him with my hand. I've come up and taken side control. And from here, I can work a really powerful position. So now, let's do it one more time with me on the camera side. So you see how I have control of his elbow. When Eric starts to roll, if I lose control of the elbow and it comes and breaks this line right here, I have to come up and block his hip because I don't want him to shrimp. And I have to come with my arm to the far side. And now, no matter if he walks from one side to another, I'm able to follow him easily and start working my side control game. At this point, he's escaped the omoplata, which is not what I wanted at first. But it's really important in jiu-jitsu to learn not to hold on to a sinking ship and to admit, okay, the battle for this position is lost, and now the battle for another position begins. The other thing I'll tell you is, this is a win, and it's a win that most jiu-jitsu practitioners will likely take, right? A lot of people use the omoplata just to sweep. If you have a choice between being on your back in the guard and being on top and side control, you're almost always going to take on top and side control. So if that elbow escapes from between your legs, that's what you have to do. What we'll do next is learn how to control that elbow so that doesn't happen and we continue to keep him in the omoplata.